Hi, I'm tiny and over
Hello.
here, but hello.
You're tiny?
Well, I'm tiny, so if you're looking
Oh,
at, you're in the big box now over there, and I'm in the
I'm
tiny
in the
box over
big
here.
box now.
Why do you sound like one of the pirates from that what was the show? I'm the captain now.
Well, because I am, and
Fair enough,
you
yeah.
know.
That checks out. Yeah,
No
that's fair.
pressure, but the big box is on you.
Oh, that.
Hello, welcome back to TTRPG Trials. Welcome back to D8. We are so very happy to have you. We are taking a small step away from Stewpot. Sorry, I know it's very exciting, but we are raising money for the Irish Cancer Society, which is a wonderful Irish organization that supports people with cancer and their families. And yeah, listen, got to do it.
Gotta
Got to pour
respect.
one out for the homies. I don't know.
Get to.
Well, I mean, we
Get
can.
to.
I've got some sparkling water right here. I
I
can. I
also.
don't know.
Oh my god, you have the same sparkling water as me right now.
Ah!
Ah!
Twins. Anyway,
Inspiration.
this is just a small bit of the chaos you're going to see this evening. I feel like we're starting out well.
Yeah.
We are stepping away from Stewpot. Sorry, yes, stepping away from Stewpot and running a charity game tonight for the Irish Cancer Society. Dread, wonderful Dread, is going to be running it for us. It is one hunk after midnight, and we are geese. We
That's
are
all you need to
geese.
know.
That's all you need to know.
That's
I don't
it.
think any of the rest of us have a clue what's going on outside of we are geese. So
Truly none.
you have as much information as we do, so don't worry about it.
Researching ahead felt like it flew in the face of the idea of being geese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't tell them anything, and they know nothing, and it's gonna be fine.
And that kind of has nothing at all to do with playing a game. I just don't know anything.
Hey, no, don't say that about yourself.
Well, listen, it's true.
Oh,
Anyway, we're here. We're here to raise money. We have some donation incentives for you. I was ill prepared. Let me pull them up. Ah,
we've been
okay.
immediately trolled as well. Just
Oh, good.
yeah.
Okay, we have some donation incentives. For €5, you can take away one goose dice. For €5, you can give one goose dice. The Lord taketh, the Lord giveth, whatever that saying is. For €10, there are perks to being a goose. What does that one do for us again, Dread?
We have a table here, um, of powers, passive powers that our geese can have, and we will roll on that table, and that person will be able to gain that ability for an encounter.
Roll for goose power.
Yes.
Yep. For €50, which I have a secret that I'm not going to share. I'll let Dread share in a minute. For €50, a gaggle of, well, is it a gaggle? What do you call a group of penguins?
Oh,
What do you call a group of penguins?
I
That
need chat to Google this for me. What do you call a group of penguins?
tell us if anyone knows what you call a group of penguins.
A flumble.
A
A
flumble.
flumble.
Is that true?
No, but it's cute.
It
Oh,
is.
I was really excited for a
That
minute.
was
I
so
thought it was
good.
really good.
But
I was into it.
I was so the €50 incentive to steal your spotlight for a minute,
Wow.
Amber,
Steal.
uh,
Thievery.
is a stampede of penguins will suddenly appear and help the gaggle of geese. Um, and somebody has been a troll and decided that this must be done immediately.
So that's €5 for a plus die or a minus die. That's €10 for a goose to get a perk in an encounter, €20 for a hidden ability, and €50 for a stampede of penguins. My question is, can we get multiple stampede of penguins, or
Hmm.
are we limited to the one?
I
Because
mean, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't think people would troll. but I had only really planned for one, but who's to say there couldn't be more? I don't know how they'll fit, but who knows how to fit a stampede of penguins into anything?
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here to find out today on this very important day where we're raising money for the
It's
Irish Cancer
the
Society.
stampede of penguins is for the cancer people. The cancer people need them.
Chat has told us there are multiple names for groups of penguins, including a raft, a waddle, a rookery, a colony, and a huddle.
I like a
And
huddle. A
a
huddle.
I
huddle
like
is
a
cute.
waddle. What about
A
Waddle is
waddle?
waddle
good.
is pretty great.
Waddle's good.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I can. I'm very much feeling the huddle.
A huddle, the
The little.
little.
I like
Yeah,
a
I
little.
can see them all kind of like, yeah, huddled in
Hmm.
together. They're only a raft when they are tied together.
Mm,
Fair enough.
as they often are.
That is, yeah, no, that's fair. Okay. We are at, what are we at? We are at, oh God, I'm so incredibly blind. 890 euro, which
Yes.
is 110 euro away from goal, which is insane because we also have one more night tomorrow. So be ready for
Can
that.
can we be gay, do crimes, and get money? Is the question.
Yes, yeah, always. Yeah,
Perfect. Perfect.
yeah.
It had to be asked.
It's literally my job. Be gay,
Good.
do crime, get money.
Sick.
So with that, I will pass over to Dread, but in the spirit of TTRPG trials, we are going to very quickly build our characters on stream so you can see a little bit of what that looks like. And to my understanding, there aren't many more mechanics than that anyway, so we're just gonna go wild.
Okay. Uh, hello everyone. I am the dreaded DM, also known as Dread. I'm finally doing the DMing part of my name, and we're gonna get started very quickly with one hunk before midnight and character creation. And it is truly one of the simplest character creation rules that I have ever come across in TTRPG. Um, so essentially, what we're going to do is distribute points amongst four attributes. And the four attributes are, I have them here: Honk, that's the acronym, the H for heroism, O for observation, N for nimbleness, and K for chaos. And before anyone says anything, I do know that's not how it's spelled. I didn't do this.
But a goose doesn't know that.
I just dropped my phone. That's fine. The chaos reigns. Um, and this system very kindly has already applied stats to certain breeds of goose. So if you would rather just jump straight in, you can just take from these pre set up stats, or all you need to do is distribute 6 points among the four attributes, if that makes sense.
That makes
Is there
sense.
a
I mean,
Canada goose on that list?
There
there
is a
is.
Canada goose on this list.
That is the most powerful and evil goose.
But
And I would like to be one of those.
It's the only mean thing they export.
And honestly, the, honestly, the stats reflect that. um, the Canada, I have sent you guys the character creation stats. They are on the left. Is it? Yes.
there,
No,
yeah.
this is the right. Yes.
They're there.
They're on the
Locate
right
them.
hand side of the page. Um, so for the audience, heroism is the equivalent of it's basically the a goose who's brave. So the higher your heroism, the braver you are. Observation for the D&D heads, similar to perception, wisdom, that stat. Being able to notice things and clock something. Nimbleness, similar to dexterity, how well a goose can move in its environment, how clumsy it is. And then chaos is its own stat. There is no equivalent. I think it is how it is read in the book is the most defining feature of a true goose. A chaotic goose is a powerhouse in its own right. The most chaotic geese can do anything at all if they put their minds to it. Geese with low chaos are basically just ducks.
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of character in this little notebook.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot to shout them out up top, but this system was created by Jack Dixon, and it was published by I got this name wrong before, and I want to try not to do it again. The Pocket Workshop. It was published by the Pocket Workshop. So if you guys want to check them out, uh, just go to thepocketworkshop.co.uk, and that's where you can find the system.
I do want to check it out. This is great.
This is a great system. I love this system. Um, but from the preordained geese breeds, there is Greylag, Fighting, Emperor, Canada, as we have discussed, Golden, and Silly.
The silly goose is very attractive to me, but I feel like it won't play very well. But so for
Yeah,
people who
yeah,
can't see, because we're looking at it, silly goose has zero stats except for chaos, and
yeah.
everything is dumped
Chaos.
into chaos.
Is it fair to presume
Yes.
that the City Goose, with its maximum dump stat in chaos, is effectively this game's bard? That's what I'm getting from this.
I, yeah, honestly, I do kind of feel that in a certain way.
Okay, interesting. I've never played a bard. Maybe this is where I
This,
start by
this,
being a
this is
silly
it.
goose.
This is how you do it. This is how we do it. Um, and once we have our stats all picked out, um, we get to choose a perk.
Oh.
Everyone gets. We can either choose randomly, which is why we have a little D20 on standby. Um, but there's 20 different perks, and these are an ability that can be used throughout at any time throughout the game. There are certain triggers for some of them, but they are mostly passive. Some of them add bonuses to certain attributes, like which one was my favorite? I really liked it. Um, there's one a bit perk just called knife. You have a
Oh.
literal butter knife. Get a bonus die on rolls to intimidate someone or to slice bread. That is the literal ability.
Incredible. Okay.
So everyone chooses one perk.
So Kate,
Or
you're feeling Canada goose, are you?
Oh yeah. I'm actually going to choose randomly though because I love choosing things randomly.
Oh,
oh,
Yeah,
that's true. That's
that,
fine.
very
that,
whoop
that,
Jesus.
that fits with Goose Chaos, to be honest. I think I'm doing the same.
Okay. Do
Yeah,
we all want to roll a die and see what happens? And then if we need to swap something out, if someone needs to re-roll, we can.
yeah. To
Yeah.
choose for our viewers, if you want to choose a goose breed randomly, all you got to do is roll a d6.
Okay,
Oh,
this is very good because I rolled a
okay.
6, which
So
means
did I.
perfect. Yes, double silly.
We're all
But
silly
there's
here.
also I don't know if any of the homebrew people are watching, but I showed the guys before stream that the dice I'm using are from my cast mate Keelan's wedding, which means a 6 is his face. So when I got Silly Goose,
Okay.
his face, it's
Oh,
just
that's beautiful,
he's so
actually.
happy about
Meant
it.
to be. It's meant to
That's
be.
lovely. That's really great.
So
Okay.
nice.
I'm happy to re-roll then because it feels like you probably need to be the silly goose. This
Yeah,
feels correct for
it
you.
does
Uh,
feel ordained for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. You had your eye on it. I just kind of like the chaos of it. Hang on. Let's see what everyone got.
Yeah,
Okay, what did you get, Kate?
A 7
I
On a
feel like I might have
D6?
rolled the
on a
wrong die.
d6. How did
on a
that?
d6. No, I thought we were rolling 20s.
That's
Thanks.
the next one.
It's picking
That
one.
would be cool. So how about 4, fight or flight?
Four. That is actually the Canada Goose.
Oh my god, it's meant to be.
Perfect. There you go. That's
Meant
meant
to
to be.
be.
All right, so we got Silly on. Okay, do you know what? I actually had my eye on Emperor anyway because that gives us someone with a dumb stat and Silly, someone with a dumb stat and Honor, and then that'll go for nimbleness.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
okay.
take
I
Emperor.
will be that silly goose. I don't even need to write my stats down.
We've got
Is that your LinkedIn profile you're pulling up?
we've got our crack team. Um, yeah. So the next one we would roll for, now we use the d20, is the perk,
Okay.
which is our passive. And again, we don't. I think we are embracing the chaos in this moment and rolling randomly. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can also, like, for anyone who has a system at home, you can just choose one.
I think
Chaos.
yeah, they all honestly all sound really fun. So normally
They
I'd be
are,
like, I don't know if it doesn't fit. These like okay, I got a
yeah,
20. This is
20.
fantastic.
Baby babysitter. A gosling follows you around wherever you go. It can take actions, but has a score of 0 in each attribute. So you have a child. That's
Okay. That does shape the character.
Wait,
just
I'm starting to understand him a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's coming. It's coming to me.
I rolled a
Just
7.
a 7. Goose in a china shop. Add +1 die to chaos rolls if something is going to get broken. So not, yeah. So if you are
One
acting like
more.
a, one more. Let's see what we got.
Oh, for me, I got
Oh,
a foot goose. You can prevent the danger level from increasing if you immediately run away from a situation and don't come back.
Excellent.
so
That actually kind of works against your
Yeah,
heroism.
it's
yeah.
kind of works against me. I'm not sure how often I'll use that. Well, no, I'm not sure how I'll use that,
So
but
that's
I
actually
will.
a really good point to bring up the danger level. So the
Ooh,
danger level is essentially how much NPCs notice the gaggle of geese. So the lowest level is 0. So you are still an animal. Whereas the highest level, which is 5, is the villagers or the other NPCs consider you an active threat and are trying to drive you out.
okay.
Are they trying to drive us out with, say, brooms or shotguns?
Uh, I mean, why not both? Why not both?
I think that's
Because
fair.
death, but okay.
Well, if we're going rules by written, which the book says don't, um,
Those are my favorite.
um, if you are at the danger level 5, and the villagers are trying to drive you out. They're not actively trying to kill you unless you are trying to kill them.
Well, we'll see.
They'll defend themselves, is what I'm saying. But this game
We'll see.
isn't built for combat per se. There's no,
Oh,
like,
good.
one of the things that really threw me, just as like I try to do prep like a lot whenever I'm running a game, but this does there's no stat blocks, there's no nothing. You're just kind of like, I feel like I should have done more. I don't, and I think that's just an anxiety thing in me.
It doesn't matter. You could have planned anything you wanted. We're gonna do what we want to anyway. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You're gonna watch the world burn, and honestly, there's nothing I can do about that. Um, okay, so we're gonna move on to our final uh thing that to add to our character sheet, the hidden ability. And this is a one use only ability that you can
Okay.
use. And these ones are truly insane. There is one where called We the People, which is my favorite, where you hold an actual short conversation with a villager.
Good.
Love that. Okay. Are we rolling for this as well then?
If you would like to.
I would.
Oh, do we all roll for this? Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. I thought this was a donation thing.
Well, it is.
Donations can add extra, is it?
Oh, I
Yes.
see.
Love
So
that.
you're gonna have already you're all gonna have one ability and one perk. already locked and loaded, and then people can donate to add a perk or an ability.
I just got my third 20 in a row, so I'm going to change the die. I don't trust this one.
Well, but you get personal growth, which means you briefly double in size to roughly the size of a small child.
That's
Truly
wonderful.
an upsetting image.
That's incredible.
I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it.
I love geese.
I got an
Geese are great.
18. Lord of the Wings. Oh,
You
fantastic. You pick up an adversary, duck villager small rock, and fly off into the sunset with it.
and are never seen again.
Yeah,
I,
that's definitely more fitting anyway.
I
I
truly
can't
love
wait.
these abilities.
I got a 12, so that's mini Midas. You lay a golden egg.
Yeah, you may not
And
even have to do anything wrong.
yeah, it's definitely chaotic.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And I got a 7, which is hardened feathers. Your feathers become as hard and heavy as stone, turning you into a goosey wrecking ball,
Oh
which
my god.
suits me. I
It's
like
great.
that.
That's great.
Excuse me. There is also an ability where you can have a gun. So that's fun.
I need people to donate because I
Yeah.
feel like the silly goose needs a gun.
Well, well that's the thing. Um there is 4 of us here. Where I'm going to grab a D4. The person who donated, oh my god, I keep almost falling over and dying.
Please don't.
I'll do my best, but I promise nothing. Um, they didn't specify which one of us gets this ability. So, and they never said that I couldn't have this ability either.
Oh, shit.
So, with that being said, I'm gonna roll a little d4 here. I'll assign myself the 1. Wes will be 2, Amber 3, and Kate will be 4.
Woo.
That is a 3. Amber, you get the ability.
So I get to roll another d20, is it?
You get to roll another d20, and you
Oh,
will
I
have.
love rolling dice. Oh, I got 12 again. I can't have the same thing twice. I don't
Yeah,
want to
no,
lay 2
reroll.
golden eggs.
Reroll that.
Okay, I got a 10.
Ooh.
Knife!
You
I
get
got
knife?
the knife!
Oh, I don't think it was the perk. I think it was the ability. Wasn't it?
Oh shit. Can I have the
I
knife?
can't quite remember.
Hang on, let me look at it. It was the 20 euro donation. So that means. Oh, please. Please let me scroll.
I think the.
Oh, yeah. All right. Fine. I'll leave the knife behind.
Yeah, but this means you could possibly get a gun.
Give me the gun! Okay. 8.
8.
Time warp.
That's pretty good.
After failing a roll, you go back in time and take an entirely different action. Okay, that's fun.
That's
Sure.
pretty good.
It's not a gun, but it's fun.
There's still time. There's still time. Okay. With that, and we will with a little bit extra because of donations. Thank you very much for those
you.
donations. Please keep donating. We are very close to hitting the goal.
I need a gun.
And yeah, if you give Amber a gun, uh, that's what the charity needs. It needs a gun.
We're gonna fight cancer.
Fight cancer. Be gay, do crime, fight cancer with a gun. Okay. Now, before this will be the last note I make before we begin properly. One Honk Before Midnight is a dice pool system. So what that means is, depending on your stats, you will roll that number of d6s, and you are looking for the more successes. So a success counts, I believe. I don't know why I'm looking. I know it. Is 4 and above. So if you get above 4 on multiple dice, you pass the check. Anything below that is considered either a partial success or failure. But we'll get into that, and it'll be fine. It's okay, little babies, little baby geese. It'll be okay. We'll get through this together. So, that's going to be the last mechanical note that I'll make. Uh, and I'll take you all now into the sky. Um, I'll and as we fly through the skies, we get lower and lower and lower down until we see a city. A city that might be familiar to some here, a little unfamiliar for others. We are flying over Dublin City. We can hear the noise of cars and ambulances and sirens and buskers on Grafton Street. But then we swerve away from Grafton Street and we go into North Dublin. We see the Red Line Lewis. We fly past the forecourts and into Phoenix Park. One of the last true wild seems like the wrong word for this place. But there is a herd of wild deer. But fuck those deer. We don't like deer here. um and we start to go down into a quite deep depression. In this depression, there is a small play park. The children don't go here anymore. They know that something is up because there's a pond directly beside this play park. And they know not to go near it unless there is bread in hand. Because this pond has recently been taken over by a gaggle of geese. Um, who would like to come out from the reeds on the sides of this pond to introduce themselves first?
I can go first.
Go.
Yeah, I'll part the reeds in a dark amber bill with a chip out of the side of it.
Oh my god.
Pierces through.
I smell ground folk. Come, Stuart.
And a large, bombastic goose bursts out of the hedgerows with a small gander beside him.
Fear, High Lord Marigold, bane of the ground folk. Stuart, have at those deer, they have besmirched my pond.
And the two of them start to like ground shimmy, army crawl
Sure.
uh,
Geese do
through
that.
through the dirt on the side of the pond, and he's kind of like grabbing chunks of grass and like testing the wind distance. He's got a kind of like almost grayed out stare in his eyes. He's a military man that's seen war and knows the skies and the taste of blood. But he also has this kind of like adorable little coif of a feather that kind of curls up off the top of his head. Like he's terrifying and adorable. This is High Lord Marigold, Bane of the Ground Folk.
Beautiful, beautiful. Marigold, you and is it your son?
He's my ward, my ward.
Your ward.
Squire
You and your
Stewart, yeah.
you and your ward swim around the perimeter. It's still quite early morning. Um but it even but you can hear just up the hill that there is some movement. But there's no time for that right now. Your ward squawks at you like, "Food! When's the food coming? I'm hungry."
It has been some time since we've had bread, you're right. Perhaps these deer can wait. The bread
Yeah.
will flow.
The deer are just like, you know that thing where they walk very stately, but then they just look
Yeah,
at
I
you.
don't think this is the first time Marigold has hassled these deer, and they know they probably don't have to be afraid of him.
Yeah, no, the there's not quite enough room for the deer to be able to safely navigate at this pond just because it's so close to the playground. But they do watch, and they do that weird staring thing that freaks me out. Me personally, dread. um, but you do hear another rustle behind you as one of your companions who have joined you on this pond parts the reeds as they get out of their own nest to start the day. Let's Kate, you seem ready for to go. How about you describe your character?
Right. So you are seeing now a Canada goose with beautiful black and brown and cream feathers, and a lovely black beak, black eyeliner, um,
Damn.
a, a beautiful, beautiful animal. And as she walks out of the pond, she makes none of this business about parting the reeds. She just stomps all over them and marches directly towards the deer. This is Gladys, the Canada goose. She's an import, and
Mm.
and and Gladys says, "Come on, we can't wait. Let's just go get the deer. We can eat
You
them."
you start stomping towards the geese, hissing. We are going to make our first official roll. Um,
Ooh.
I think uh, this is a heroin. I will let you decide whether you would like to do heroism or chaos in this moment. Chaos to because you're squaring up to a herd of deer, or heroism because you're protecting your territory, protecting your people.
I'm gonna go for a heroism roll.
Okay,
Nice.
so you are going to roll 3d6.
Okay, 3d6. I got 3, 5, and 6.
3, 5, and 6. That's a very good success. Um, you start like stomping, and you
And
just
honking.
and honking. Please describe to me how this goes. I
I told you I'd been practicing.
and I
That's
didn't want
good.
to take that away
Beautiful.
from you.
Thank you.
And as you get closer, the at first the deer just watch you very stately, and but then as soon as you start hissing and honking and spreading your wings out, they're like, "Oh!" You hear it goes like, "Oh, I never!" And they just spring away. And as the one springs away, this kind of almost mob mentality spreads through the deer as they sense danger, but they don't know from what. They just hear the dreaded honk, and they take off deeper into the park. Where they go, nobody knows, but tourists keep asking me whenever I do go there.
And it's a shame. I was hoping to catch one.
Not today, but someday. They they knew you were coming and took off before you
How? How did they know she was coming?
did. I
I don't
couldn't say.
understand.
I
What gave
honest
her away?
I honestly couldn't say. Truly couldn't. Um but the great cacophony of honking and I don't of what do deer make? What sound do deer make?
I think they kind of
Do they honk
make,
as well?
no, they make like a kind of high pitched screamy kind of kind of.
That's when you hit them in the head.
They do, they
Nope.
make a
Sounds like a
weird.
donkey.
They
It's very
kind of
similar
Like
to
a
a donkey.
bray? Like a
They do definitely bray. I think they make a few sounds. They're a complicated animal.
They are complicated. See, I'm thinking of moose, and that's not. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
No,
think that's
that's different.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but this cacophony has arisen one final goose from its nest. And Amber, would you like to describe your goose?
I think you hear her coming before you see her because she's just a bit uncoordinated. Like she hates the term, she won't let you say it, but she's kind of duck-footed, like her feet kind of turn in. She's a bit kind of cross-eyed, and she kind of actually backs. out of the reeds instead of walking forward. And when she whips around, she has a like a bicycle horn in her beak, and she just this is Bridget.
Where Bridget got this horn, nobody knows.
Oh,
But
straight out of
she-
the lake, you can hear the water like come through it. Like it's not really a honk; it's just like a.
This kind of pathetic fart of a honk.
That's so stupid. Of course, it's full of water.
It sprays all over the other two, and like a tiny fish flops out and flops back into the lake.
Oh my god. But yeah, you guys have been in this pond for a few months now. But I would like all of you now to make an observation roll, if you would please.
What do I do if I have 0?
If you have 0, let me,
I'm assuming I
you
get to roll like
you will
one.
roll one die.
Okay.
One die.
So you add it to the one. So if I have 3, I'll roll 4.
I'll double check that because I don't think so. One second.
Well, my stat is 0 for everything except chaos.
Yes.
So I would be
Well-
rolling nothing unless I'm
You don't get to
rolling one.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
kind of.
you actually don't get to play it. I'm
just walking around
sorry.
behind you with this fucking horn.
Yeah. Okay, a basic roll is made whenever to make a basic roll. Blah, 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 then the player rolls a number of dice equal to their score in that attribute, plus any bonus dice. So, for yourself, Wes, if you have 3 in observation, you would only roll 3.
Right.
Whereas, if you have no dice to roll, you actually roll 2 dice and take the lower number as the result.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
That makes sense. So it's the combined number?
No, so how many? What did you get with each?
I got a 1, 2, and a 6.
Okay. So that's
So it's
one
anything
success.
over 4 is a
Oh, I
success.
see. Right. It's higher than right.
Yeah.
I don't apocalypse very often.
This is the Honk system,
Of course.
sir.
Apologies for legal reasons, of course.
Good day. Okay, so Wes, you got 1 6.
I did.
What did everyone else get?
I got a 4.
3.
4, 3.
I got a
Okay.
3.
Is it Major Marigold or just Marigold?
High Lord Marigold,
Hi, Lord Marigold. Excuse
Bane
me.
of the Ground Folk.
Bane of the Ground Folk. I'm
First
just
of his name.
first of his name. Lord Marigold, you are surveying your lands, and your ward. Does your ward have a name? Did you name the ward?
My ward is Squire Stewart.
Squire Stewart
Yeah.
tugs on one of your feathers, and he, my lord, there's something in on the other side of the pond. I think it's a duck.
A duck?
And sure enough, you look over, and Gladys, you do the same as you hear the young squire cause a ruckus as you return from your hunt of the deer. You see a duck has deigned to step into your pond.
Ew, it's a statless goose. Get out of my pond, ducky.
Hey, boss, wait. You may want to hold off on
I
that.
didn't realize he was a maid duck. I wouldn't have been happy.
Boss. My lord.
Speak.
Well, my name is Mike the Plug. All right.
Plug.
Yeah, because I hook you up.
That's not what a plug does.
You don't know what I do.
You're an ineffable hook.
Do you want? I just wanted to pop in into the neighborhood. I see you've switched things up around here.
Um, yes, we've eaten all the deer. As you can see, there are none for miles around. We've picked their herd clean, and we'll do the same to the ducks if you're not careful.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not looking for any trouble, boss. I'm looking for help in a heist.
A
And I
heist,
hear
you
you
say?
geese are the best in town.
Well,
There'll be bread
bread, you say?
and maybe even some cake.
The bread will flow, just like was foretold by my forebears.
I think
Gaggle! Assemble!
Bridget kind of like the word cake hits her ears. Nothing else. She doesn't give a shit what's happening. But she hears cake and she whips around. She's cake, cake.
The
Hey, Gladys,
biggest and finest cake this side of the park.
what's
Where's the cake?
cake? Is it meat?
It's better than meat. It's
I'm sorry, we have to pause real quick. A meat cake, Gladys? Talk me
mm,
through that one. Make what?
I don't know cake.
I don't think you
Maybe
know
it's made
meat.
of meat.
I mean,
It's
they do meat pies. I don't see why they can't do meat cakes. I just
meatloaf.
meat. Oh, that's a meat cake.
That is a meat
oh,
cake.
you know what? I'm convinced. All right, bring us to the meatloaf, little ducky.
Hey, I can't go in there. They know my face. The humans. But you guys, you were new in town. They don't know you enough to watch. But I think the humans are doing some kind of party. And they got a cake the size of three geese on top of each other.
Well,
That's a
that's enough
lot
to
of
feed
meat.
three geese that aren't on top of each other. And
I think
Stuart.
Bridget tries to like climb on top of one of the others, just to be like, now if
Whoa,
we,
whoa,
how
whoa, lady,
tall?
lady. I'm just a
How
little
tall is
duck.
three geese?
Tell us, what do you know about the security systems in this place?
Well, I think it's some sort of gathering the humans are having. So there seems to be quite a few humans hanging around, and you guys have noticed. In fact, no. I'll just say you notice it. You're in the park. You have noticed that there have been a higher level of humans wandering around in a particular area of the park. So in Phoenix Park, on the other side of a small hill near this pond, there is a bandstand. And down the hill, and when you go up the hill again, there's a small coffee shop.
Oh.
Um, and the duck explains that in this depression, a lot of humans have been gathering and setting up tables and flags, um, and balloons and something he calls a banner. Well,
But
I don't. Yeah, I kept hearing the humans saying a banner, and I think it had some markings on it, but I don't. You know, I never learned that human talk.
it's gibberish. An entire flock of humans with a banner. That can't be good for business. But it can be good for cake.
They have
Tell
cake.
us everything we need to know.
There, I saw tables stacked with that, with veg and with different types of bread. But the pièce de résistance was in this bandstand, a cake the size of 3 to 5 geese.
Hey, it just got bigger. Was it three? Is it 3 to 5? I
All we
need
have
to
to do is
know.
wait a little longer and it'll be 10 geese big.
It could get bigger. I don't know how cake works
None of us know how cake works. It's mysterious and delicious.
exactly.
Well, let's
But
go
if
get
I
it.
hold on there, little lady, there might be a problem. I called on you so we can split the score 20-60, or would it be 80? I'm not good at math. I don't know what it is. Before my services rendered, I would appreciate at least a slice of cake. I'll show you.
I think a slice would be fair, but is this where does your part end in this? Are you just telling us about the job, or can you? How do you help from here on out? You have to earn your keep.
Well, you tell me, boss. I can be a distraction. I could even try negotiating. I've never spoken to a human before, but I don't think it's hard.
No, they're stupid.
They are stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, do you say that while honking your waterlogged horn, or is it like
Oh, it's
separate?
still in my mouth for sure. So it's like
You're talking through it.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Maybe at this point she's pulling off like the little ball and she's just using it like a. No, they're really, really dumb. Yeah, yeah,
Like a megaphone.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Mike the plug leans over to Gladys and is like, uh, hey, say, boss, is that one gonna have that weird thing in its speak the whole time?
You got a problem with that?
No, I would never, never.
That's good,
But
because she might. You
it
never
might
know.
prove a liability, but well, I know I'm just a little duck, you know.
It's also a weapon.
It's a weapon,
It's a weapon.
if you say so, boss. I'll
I
believe
you
start
just
swinging, start swinging my really long neck around with the horn in my mouth.
Uh, roll me heroism.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
no.
That sounds pretty chaotic.
I was gonna say I would
Oh,
actually.
I'm not
take
aiming at
chaos.
anything. Yeah, I'm just whipping. I'm
Oh
just
no,
going.
That's how chaos works.
yeah. I think yeah, chaos would fit this.
Okay,
If you were aiming, it would be nimbleness.
that's true. Okay, I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Mike backs up, like actually gets out of the water and onto the pads. Like, oh, whoa, lady, relax, relax.
All the while.
Sorry. Whoa. Put
It's
that thing
also why we don't attempt stealth. We run in there, we get the bread, we knock over the cake so they don't want it, then it's ours.
There you go.
if, hey, you guys are the brains of the operation. I just thought I would pass along what I knew. I can't get that cake myself.
Humans are stupid. They
Human-
won't eat things on the ground.
Mm,
Yes, they're very wasteful.
I can lead you. I can take you there now if you want. Unless you
You've
want to.
already told us where it is. Do we? What do we need you for, Ducky?
I'm cute.
You are cute. No, you're disgusting. Can't fight these urges. You're beneath me.
If you say so, boss. Uh, you want me to wait here, keep an eye on your pond?
Hmm, I think the pond is probably pretty safe. We could probably do with the distraction if that's a. Is it just you? Do you have any? I don't know. We can't really cut any more ducks in on this.
Don't share any more cake. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, I retracted immediately. I want that cake.
Oh, so you okay? I won't get my. I can get my boys on it, but it'll cost
No, I think one duck, one slice of cake, one distraction seems like a good little deal to me.
you. All right. Um. So Mike is already out of the pond because he was intimidated out of it. Um. So what do you guys do? Are you gonna just and I this is something I forgot when I first played, but geese can fly. So
Oh yeah.
so if you want, you can fly over or you can walk over. But whatever you guys, if you don't guys don't care for stealth, you could walk over. I think it would be, but I know it would be really funny to see some geese just walking. Or if you want to if you want to get a lay of the land, you could fly over.
I think before we move at all, Bridget's gonna kind of like goose huddle and like get the other two to come over.
Yeah.
All right, goose
Please
power.
wait over here. Stuart, you wait over here. It's for big geese only. One day you will get to join a goose huddle, but not this day.
I dream of that day, my lord.
It will come.
He goes to sit next to Mike, and he looks so uncomfortable sitting next to
Okay, Bridget, she takes the horn out of her mouth. She kind of looks around. She's like, "All right, listen. One duck, one slice of cake, but zero duck, zero slice of cake.
You think we can do it without him?
I think we do it with him, and then
And
we
then
don't
we
give him
eat
any
him.
cake. Same thing. Yeah, that's took the words out of my mouth.
Okay. A betrayal at the last moment.
This is our pond. This is our territory. That duck came in here, told us what to do. Now we're gonna do it, but we're not gonna give him a reward, right?
So it'll be a quick game of duck, duck, go home.
Somebody did it.
Before you know it, it's just 3 geese rolling that cake, eating it in front of a bunch of ducks. Maybe some deer are there. I don't know. Listen, we'll see what happens.
I'm always go with the flow. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll see what's happening. No ducks.
Let's keep him on the hook. See, we might need him, and if we don't, we can just stitch him whenever. And then whatever happens, we keep that slice of cake for ourselves.
That's it.
I like
That's what
it.
I'm thinking. That's
I like it. I was also thinking,
Mm.
as much as I'd like to just march in there and knock everything over,
Mhm.
we could fly over and poop on it.
I no, now
On the
while
cake? I
I'm
don't.
Not the cake. Things we don't
Okay.
want.
okay because
Okay.
I'm agreed. You know, if it falls on the ground, it's fair game. But I'm not big on poop cake.
Nope.
No.
I've tried
No
it.
poop
Not
cake.
great.
I've
Can't
also tried it. We've
can't
all tried
recommend.
poop cake.
Yeah.
We've all been
Yeah.
there. It's we're geese.
Cannot
We're not.
recommend.
You know.
Yeah. No, not good. Yeah.
But if we can catch a
Wonderful. It's
couple of the
agreed.
humans, if we can catch them,
Oh, yeah.
they're out of there.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah.
What if we would it be worth it to have them gathered together? Perhaps one of us could venture in, gather the humans together, and then create one single target for pooping.
Oh, we
We all
heard
have
the
we only have
humans.
so much poop within us, and they could be quite spread out.
Okay.
That's
So
good.
we
That's
herd
good.
them all into one spot. I like that. I like
Like
that. Who's the
pooping
best
on
pooper?
humans in a barrel.
Who's who's got the most poop? Who's locked and loaded?
I mean, I feel like that's a chaos thing.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, the chaos thing is
Like,
we
I'm-
can't know for sure. So,
Well,
it's
yeah,
dark.
like if I had to quantify as a DM how much poop could a goose possibly have in their system at any one time, that feels very chaotic to me.
Okay, that's fair. I think Bridget's like, wait. I think I've got it. I think it's me actually. I've taken stock, and I think I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I can do this.
Google
You
says a
got
goose
this.
poops about 2 pounds of poop a day.
Oh,
Pounds
I've
of
been
poop a
I've been
day?
saving up. All right, I've
2
been
pounds
saving
seems
up.
like a lot.
I'm ready.
Oh my god, that's so much poop.
That's so
I've
much
full
more than I was
stock.
expecting.
That's
I'm
insane.
ready to go.
Like it's like what's that in like kilograms? Like how
Too
many
much.
bags of sugar are we talking? I need to know this.
It's like a thousand. Yeah, about a kilogram.
It's about
Oh
one.
my god,
Yeah.
that's so much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's amazing.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm ready. I can do this.
I'll do the
You've got-
herding.
You've got a full bag of sugar locked. to
I
the pit.
I have a full bag of sugar of it here. I am prepared.
Okay.
And Gladys wants to do the herding.
I will
Got
do
it.
some herding. Lord
You have a
Marigold,
plan?
would you join me in the herding?
Certainly. I have my squire as well. They find him quite cute. He is but a gosling. They can't resist his battable eyes.
My lord, do I have permission to join the gaggle?
You will speak when spoken to, squire.
Sorry, my lord, please forgive me, my lord. He ducks down his head.
Teaching
He
that
means
one.
well, but he is a bit too earnest at times. I apologize for the squire's behavior. Squire, you'll be joining us.
As you wish, my master.
Why is he slowly turning into Igor?
I don't know.
Yes.
I
If we
forgot
send
how.
him in,
Do it.
if we send him in first, do you think they'll think he's cute
Ooh.
and start gathering around him?
Absolutely. Yes, he gets. I'd never tell him, but he always gets significantly more bread than I do from the humans. They eat that shit up.
Mm,
They're about
yes,
to.
they will.
They're about
Hey,
to.
Well, soon
hey.
they will do it. Literally. God,
Okay,
I hate humans. I can't wait for them to eat my poop.
okay. Just so I'm clear on what you guys are doing, are you flying over, or are you just gonna like and get a lay of the land first, or are you just going to immediately start pooping? Just so.
I think I think we'll have a look. I think we'll right because we're trying to herd them, so we need to
Yeah.
see where we're herding them to. We need to see the best place for Stuart to kind of sneak in and distract them, and then we'll action the plan. I think.
Okay. So, are you flying or are you walking? Waddling, excuse me.
I
Thank
think
you.
we'll, yeah, I think we waddle first and then scope it out, and then we can Bridget can take off from a safe distance and get a run up.
You need a good like two
You do,
seconds.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you
She's
said
carrying a whole bag of sugar.
You can't just like drop that load so like on a dime. You gotta work up
no,
to
yeah,
it.
that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, did you say they're kind of like in a little like hill,
Yeah,
like in a little?
so
Okay, so maybe we want to like climb a hill and have a look,
yeah,
and like,
so like you guys are in like a depression that
yeah,
goes down like this, and then you go up that depression and then across a road, and then there's another depression where this bandstand is.
okay. So I think, do we want to climb a hill and look down over them and see what's going on first?
Yep, I think that makes sense.
Okay.
We should definitely take the high ground first.
It's
Before we
over.
break, Bridget, like, goose huddle over.
Damn. Uh so as soon as the hair blah my brain um as soon as the herald horn is blown signaling the end of the meeting,
Mhm.
um Mike the plug swims up and is like, all right, boss. What's the plan? You want me to stay here? You want me to?
You can come with us. We'll see once we've gotten an idea of their positioning, what strategies should be employed, and we will tell you where you'll be deployed then, soldier.
Gotcha, boss. And you all get out of the pond and you start waddling your making your way. Um, it takes you a few minutes. Um, but it's still early enough in the day that there's not too many people in your side of the park right now. Um, But then you crest the hill and you come into this onto this wooded, hilly area, and you get your first good look at the bandstand. And you see this now it's actually busy over here. Um, you guys kind of post up behind some trees, and you can see halfway up this hill there's a little coffee shop um with a line going out the door, even though it's like maybe 9, 10 o'clock. um then at the bottom there's a couple of stalls set up. There's one with bread that you can smell from here. There's another one with pastries, and there's another one that's for some reason veg. Just like it's like a bunch of leeks and fresh grown lettuce and potatoes. But the pièce de resistance is in the bandstand. This bandstand looks like it was made like over 100 years ago, but it's been freshly painted for this event, and people are milling around, and admiring a 5-tiered cake that sits in a table directly in the center of this bandstand. It is white and covered and like trimmed with blue icing, and there appears to be like a little daffodil on top. Um and there isn't I'm going to say this is an observation roll. And we're going to if I'm going to say whoever gets the highest observation roll will be able to read, because there is um Mike points out that there is the banner, which appears to be a strip of cloth that the humans have hung up on this bandstand.
So we're all rolling, and then whoever.
Yes, please. Please and thank you.
While we are rolling, I'm just going to call out that Kaylee donated 25 euro for there's perks to being a goose, but didn't say who it's to.
Kaylee!
Nice.
Thank you,
you.
Kaylee! Love you!
Shout out to Kaylee.
What up, Kaylee?
You have bested cancer this day.
So proud of you.
Every donation is one small fuck you to cancer. So there we go.
That's
Truly,
true.
truly.
That's right.
And that was
Hell
25
yeah.
euros. So, like, that's a pretty big fuck you to cancer,
That's true.
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Like, that's, yeah, yeah,
Beautifully said, Wes. Beautifully said.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Clip it.
Uh,
Clip that.
the so is a 4 and up a success? Yeah.
Yes, so a 6 is like a full success, and then 4 and 5 would be like partial successes.
Okay. And if you've got 0, you roll 2 and take the lowest.
Yes.
I have failed.
Damn.
I also totally failed.
Whoa.
I got a 1.
Okay, we are all wildly illiterate. What about Stuart? Can Stuart roll? Can Stuart read? Stuart, help
Yeah.
us.
Stuart, he has 0 to all of his attributes.
Fair
He
enough.
does.
So would you guys? Well, shall I roll for?
Yeah, I think you roll for.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
roll for
Okay.
Stuart.
Come on.
Stuart's gonna fucking walk up to this thing and speak friend and enter. That's the situation we're in right now.
So
Come on, Stuart.
here's something interesting. Stuart rolled a 6 and a 4.
Oh!
So 4 is a partial. A
I knew there
partial
was greatness in that one.
Okay, what's partially being successful in? Okay. So you guys, would you say you're flying above and getting the lay, or are you actually like posting up behind trees and stuff and watching?
I think
Yeah,
we're on
I'm
the,
kind of envisioning us like standing at the top of the hill, kind of
Okay.
like,
yeah, I think we're on the ground. We're
Yeah.
trying not
Yeah,
to
on the ground
arouse
so far.
attention
Yeah.
just yet.
yeah, not
Okay.
yet.
You guys are trying not to arouse attention. And Stuart is able to like kind of weave in the trees. Like he's significantly smaller than all of you, so he's able to like hide behind skinnier trees and able to get that little bit closer than you guys to the bandstand. And you see him very intently like studying the banner, and like he's looking at it so hard that he's trembling.
Stuart, what do your guzzling eyes see?
he hears he hears his lord's call and returns. um
Return to me. Under my wings, Stuart. Tell me all. Quickly. We must
he's
away.
my lord, I think I could decipher some of uh the markings on the banner.
Yes, yes. Tell me, boy. Tell me.
Okay, I think it says ish
This is nothing.
and I couldn't read the third one, but I think there's like a weird squiggly like a snake. I saw uh that's the third. There's like a third full word, but I can't. It's too hard. Ear ish and ear and then there's more words. I can read the rest.
You failed us. You failed
This
us,
is
Stuart.
this is
Uh,
This
less
is
than
nothing.
useless.
my
This is not.
lord,
This is
forgive
horrible.
me.
It's
Forgive
all right,
me.
Stuart. We don't need to know what it says. We just need to know that it's there and it's a target.
Thank you, my lady. You are truly good and kind.
But I mean, we knew
No,
that before he went over and read the bloody. Okay, no, you know what? Gladys is right. You did well, Stuart.
Thank you, my lord.
You will receive half lashings this evening. Okay, you did very well.
Truly, you are good this day, my lord.
Yes, kiss my wing. It's a good squire.
Thank you, my
Oh,
lord.
guys. Kaylee gives that perk to me.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
very exciting.
So thank you, Kaylee, for clarifying there in the chat.
Bailey, you're a true G.
It's
Nice.
true. Because,
What
you
perk?
know, Bridget needs some more chaos going on in here.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
so true. So it's a perk specifically.
It's a perk. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? We're getting me that knife is what we're doing. We're getting me
Oh,
that
That's
yeah.
fucking
the
knife.
goal
Let's
here.
go. Let's
Go
go.
ahead and
Let's
roll
go.
for it.
All right.
Where did you get a knife?
Oh my god.
Or do you have to get it from the humans?
No, it's not a knife. Oh wait, it's the same one I already had. Okay, I'll roll again.
Okay, go for it.
Give me that fucking knife. Ah, fuck. Okay. I got geese lightning.
Oh, so +1 die to outrun someone.
That's fine.
I'm
I need a
nimbless.
+1 to anything. So
That's beautiful.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
You're not
Thank
rolling
you,
with this
Kaylee.
basic disadvantage anymore.
Yay.
We're here for that.
Wait, does this mean I'm actually only rolling with one die instead of two? Is that actually
Exactly.
helpful? Okay.
Well, you're taking the lower roll every time.
I guess that's fair. Okay. No, that is better. Okay.
Um yeah, so you see, and like as I would say, you guys are there for like maybe 15 minutes, and more people are coming up until like now humans are just walking around and studying the stalls. Every now and again, like one human will get up onto the bandstand and start talking to all of the other humans,
Ugh.
but you don't quite, like, it's just noise. They're not like decent, honest geese who honk and squawk and hiss to make their points heard. No, they do something else, and it's weird.
They sound like the parents in Charlie Brown. I hate them.
Just like
Wah, 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 wah. Festival, wah, wah, cake.
exactly. You do
are
Wait,
they?
I heard cake. Let's go.
Yeah, are they touching the cake?
no. In fact, they're being very protective of the cake.
Ooh,
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
ooh.
all right.
I feel a
Well, they're
fight.
protective
I
of the
feel a
cake.
fight coming on.
We could get this. We can get into this with the humans and the cake.
Okay, where is prime spot? Right, Bridget's got her wings like over her eyes, shielding the sun, having a really good look, looking for the best spot to corral them, like right to send in Stuart and start like dragging them over that way.
Somewhere they can't suddenly get to shelter. Is there anywhere sheltered over there? I can't see.
There's the bandstand itself, but it's fairly small. There's no way all of the humans that have gathered would be able to fit underneath it. Like, they're all kind of just meandering around this clearing with the bandstand in it.
And the bandstand is where the cake is, right?
Yes. It
Okay,
is
so we
like
want to
a
get them
Yeah, we want
away
to come
from
away
that.
from that, not
Yeah.
towards
like they wander up to the cake, have a look at it, and then they'll walk back. No one has seems to have touched the cake yet.
Oh,
What if
beautiful,
we
pure whole cake.
what if we gather the humans via Stuart with his adorable little face? Look at his little face. He's a good boy, isn't he? Look at him, yes. And
He
then
looks up at you, beautiful, like and his eyes sparkle with
Like Puss in
cuteness.
Boots, like the little.
Exactly. Except it's black beady eyes.
I don't get it. I don't get why the humans like it so much. It doesn't make sense to me.
oh,
But
neither
whatever.
do I. I find him repulsive, but it drives them insane.
My lady, I failed to understand, and my lord has not explained it yet.
One day I will. Anyway, Stuart will gather them. Bridget, if you assail them from above when they are gathered, and then Gladys, if they try and get to the bandstand, you'll be waiting there, terrifying as the night, hissing and honking and brandishing something, I'm sure. We need to make sure they don't take shelter in the bandstand and bogart that cake.
I was thinking exactly the same. I'm going to come out from the bandstand
Mm.
honking and flapping. But first, what if I knock over the cake so they won't want it anyway?
I feel like you'd prefer this cake if it's on the ground.
Yeah.
I like the taste of dirt.
Boss, that's hardcore. Oh my
Someone
god.
in.
Oh my duck. Dear feathered one.
Oh my duck.
Canada geese,
I
man.
like the taste of dirt.
I mean, yeah, I don't. Yeah, we could knock it over. Yeah.
Sure. Listen, I'll eat some dirt.
If it if it
I'll eat some dirt.
becomes necessary, I will
Um,
defer to your preferences.
I
my
feel like you're
lord.
gonna find a way to make it necessary. That's what I'm feeling in this moment. But
I
listen.
might.
Oh fuck.
My lord, do I have your permission to speak?
Speak, Squire.
Um, I think that if uh I fly, do you want me to fly directly into the humans like a feathery cannonball, or would you like me to walk up to them and look at them in the cute way you have taught me?
The cute way, I think, would be good for this one. Yes, just
Very good,
sort of
my lord. Yes,
gather
yes.
them up.
I understand, my lord. Hey, boss, do you need me for anything? Mike just kind of like shoulders.
Oh, I
Um,
completely forgot you were there, Michael.
yeah. No, I just been watching, keeping an eye on the lay of the land.
I don't know, Bridget, Gladys, what do you think? We need this mook.
Who you calling a mook?
I
Do,
I'm not familiar with what it actually means. It just sounded fun. I'm sorry. Was your name was Mike? Sorry, I
It
mispronounced it.
is Mike. Yeah, Mike the plug.
Thought it was
you
short
said
for
they know your
Moogle.
face. You said they know your face.
Yeah, I'm known around these parts. Stole one too many bread rolls from the bit from that hut up there. The
From the
humans didn't
bread
like it.
house.
You any good at biting?
Oh, I can bite at the best of them, lady.
All right.
I, the person, do not believe him.
I don't either, but
Oh yeah, I love biting. Every day I'm biting.
Every day I'm biting them.
I was born biting.
all right. You can help us circle them up.
All right, you got it, boss. Okay. So, just so I have a clear understanding of what the plan is, you want to send Stuart into the throng and try to like make, and he's going to attract them with cuteness, and then you guys are going to set up positions of key interference to
Mm,
be able to get to the cake. But it's
mhm.
more like a last stand type of thing for Gladys, who is going to stand at the bandstand.
I think yeah, I'll probably back Gladys up as well because two geese being scary is probably better.
Okay.
I was thinking I'd initially back Stewart up, but I think if he's being cute, I'd probably more hinder him. So I'll sneak around
Mm.
as well where Gladys is going.
Okay.
And we don't trust that duck to actually be able to do anything here. So
No.
yeah.
No,
Okay.
no,
So,
that's just a place to put him so we can eat him later.
oh my god.
Okay, Gladys. All right,
Holy,
Gladys.
holy crap, Gladys. Um. Okay. So this is going to be an important role.
Oh God. Okay.
I. What would you say? I am going to say that this is chaos, but only because he there is no stat for cuteness here. Um
That's fair.
okay, but I will say because I'm going to say you guys are helping him, so he's going to have instead of rolling 2 and taking the lower one, he's just going to roll 1 die straight.
I did before we came up with this plan. I did forget that Stewart isn't good at anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just
He's
a little guy. Uh
All right, Stuart.
okay. So this is going to be for Stuart, and then I'm going to roll for Mike the Plug.
Come
Cool.
on, Stuart.
Okay.
That wasn't a good okay.
I'm gonna roll for Mike the Plug. Okay. So, Stuart waddles up, uh, and he approaches like a couple, and he starts like tilting his head, like,
No,
You know,
Stuart, that's the wrong kind of cute.
yeah, no, I didn't tell him to be sexy.
Stuart, what are you doing?
and and the couple, and he also was hissing at the same time, so he was going,
You're like a sexy vampire.
and the couple is like, oh, oh, and then out of nowhere, like Mike the Plug jumps on top of Stuart and then flies directly into the faces of this couple, just going quack 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 quack.
Stuart, no, my boy.
And the woman starts screaming. "Ah! Ah!" And this frightens little Stuart, and he's like, "Ah!" and he runs away and tucks himself your under your wing, Lord Marigold, and he's like, my lord, he stepped on me."
He will be the first to die.
um
I
and I
feel
am
like this
going
isn't going how we planned.
and
We
I
didn't
am
really consider
going
a fallback if this didn't work.
No.
I'm going to increase the danger level, because this has caused enough of a stir but it's only up to 1. We're only going to move it up 1 danger level. So we're now at neutral, where they wouldn't have noticed you at all, to curious, which
Mm,
means the villagers have noticed you, not in a bad way, but they have noticed you.
this feels fair. This feels like a proportionate response to what just happened.
I've abandoned my boy.
Can we eat Stuart? Can we? No?
Where did this
No?
cannibalism come
Well,
from?
I don't want to. It seems to be the way that we've decided to start solving our problems. So I just thought
My
I'd.
lord,
It was me.
don't let
It's just
Gladys
me.
eat me. I'm sorry. Like, I being cute? Was I cute enough, my lord?
No, you absolutely were not cute enough. You failed us all, but you will not be eaten. You are the
Oh,
next in line of the ground folk baning name. You are the next in line. You must carry on my name, but you won't be eaten. But rest assured, you will be flayed. I promise you that. There
my
won't be a
lord,
feather
please
left on that leg.
forgive me, my lord. I did exactly as you told me.
Well,
No,
did you
I told you to do it well, which you didn't.
I'm sorry. I did my best, my lord. Please allow me the chance to redeem my name and the name of my father and my father's father.
Well, tell you what, you stay here, tucked beneath my feathery skirt, until
Yes,
you become plot relevant again. And I may not remember that.
I will be. I will come back out when the narrative fits, father. I mean, my lord.
And they said I shouldn't have plot devices as children.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. So
great.
plan
So
B.
We didn't come up with one. I can start
you guys are
coping now.
extremely
You said that
confident
with
at
all the
this point.
confidence.
I
We had a plan B.
Yeah, no, that was
Oh,
all our eggs in one basket. That was yeah, that was
You
that's
guys
well,
heavily relied on Stuart.
it.
how about a full frontal assault? One of us come from the cake place. One of us come from someplace else. And we just chase them.
I
And
see
you
you've been
bomb them
reading
from
Sam
above.
Goose's Book of War.
The question
So
then would be, do we want them all together or do we want them running one way?
Oh,
Well, if we can
oh, I
get them
thought of
running
something.
away from the cake, and then we can still bomb them, then they'll probably continue running away from the cake.
What if we create even more chaos by bringing deer into the situation?
Ooh,
Ooh.
What
I'm
if we
As
were
listening.
to ferry our own stampede? First we poop them, then we deer them, then the cake.
I'm kind of envisioning that scene from The Lion King with the
It's
bison. Like I'm
exactly
kind
what
of
I was
like,
going for. I was going
yeah,
for a Mufasa
yeah.
assassination situation.
so as you guys are discussing, I would like you guys to make an observation roll,
Oh
please.
shit.
Oh dear.
A scar prowls around from the shadows. Oh no, that's still 0 for me. That's a fail. Well, no, 3 is partial? No, 3 is a fail.
No, force
No,
partial.
four is partial.
A failure.
Failure.
A 6.
A 6. Um, you two are busy discussing the plan B that should have been discussed before. Um,
Is there like an Uber fail? Like if I get a one, is that a thing, or is that just a normal failure?
um, in terms of this observation roll, it's not going to be. That's not that big of a deal.
Okay, but in future it could be a big
It
deal.
could be.
Okay,
That's unfortunately what happened
noted.
with Wee Stewart. He didn't have
Okay,
his dice did not have a good time of it, and neither
okay,
did Mike the Plugs.
okay.
Speaking of,
I
you
forgot about him already.
but I did not. And suddenly, Gladys, your hunting, your hunter senses start tingling. Something is coming. Something large. It feels like a dark cloud over the horizon, and you hear the of something coming towards you. And you guys don't notice it until it's too late. But you do notice who is at the head of it. Mike the Plug.
Oh God.
See, I'm sure in your room, Dread, that sounded like footsteps, but because of the mic arm or something, it sounded like a church bell or something.
Yes, it was great.
It was
Very
amazing. I
Jesus,
saw, I
It
was
is
like,
the
oh.
tolling of your doom.
he has
I was thinking
risen.
like Resident Evil, some villagers like knocking the bell. It's like, oh shit.
um, and Mike the Plug is standing at the head of an army, but it is not an army of ducks. They are black with white tummies and red, quite red. You've never seen like um an animal with redder feet and little claws, and their wings are not feathered in the same way as yours. They look very sleek, almost flat.
I'd actually forgotten about this.
And you can hear Mike the Plug. It's like, we will fight them. We will fight them. We will fight them on the beaches. We will fight them in the woods. We will fight them for the cake. And you just hear like a huge collective clap, clap as these birds like smack their approval with their wings, and um
I didn't like Mike the Plug before, and now he's quoting Churchill. I like him even less.
I'm
and
just thinking we just lost a lot of cake.
you see that Mike hops on top of some of these very unfamiliar birds, and they start sliding on their stomachs down towards the bandstand, and the humans are screaming. They have noticed these things as well, and they're like, oh my God! Ah!" And they start trying to run away, but some of the penguins are leaping um up, and they smash into the faces and the bodies of the humans down below. and you see them running, screaming, but you see that Mike the Plug is ignoring the chaos around him, and his legion is ferrying him towards the bandstand. You may have only seconds to collect this cake.
The
What do you do?
cake. Uh,
Um, I would like to turn myself into a goosey cannonball
Oh my
Oh
god!
yeah.
and run as fast as I can towards Mike and his penguin buddies.
So,
I want to plow a path right through them and hopefully
um,
get to Mike.
suddenly, out of nowhere, your gaggle mate Gladys into um turns from a sleek goose into like an opaque, like hard
May I?
all. Of course.
Gladys turns into one of those white geese with the red bow on the neck that you see in people's gardens.
Oh my god.
Stop it, Gladys.
And Gladys just sprints, and the this tide of of penguins. I'm just going to call them penguins. They're penguins. Um,
I
that,
don't know why you were beating around it.
well, I wanted to be dramatic because you guys wouldn't know what they were, but now I'm
Sure, yeah.
tired.
Now we're giving up. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're giving up a little, and it's fine.
Somebody, I'd like to point out, somebody paid €50 for this
Somebody
army of
paid 50
penguins.
euro
So
for
thank you
for a
for that.
stampede of penguins to help.
I love it.
They didn't, but they didn't necessarily say who they were helping. So,
God damn it.
I think they should have to specify at the end of the year when you're putting your receipts through for charitable donations. Like, don't say donated to charity, like
No.
bought
no,
a fucking an assault of penguins in a imaginary game.
100%. Yeah,
yeah.
that's required.
They did not specify who the penguins were fighting for. Um, you smash into the penguins, and like water, they part, um, and die as they as like a feathered rock smashes into them. What are the rest of you doing?
uh, I get well, yeah. Is is Gladys going for Mike the plug
I'm going
here?
for Mike.
You are heading towards Mike. Um,
I guess I'm gonna make a try and fly to the cake.
okay. You fly towards the cake. Gladys, you are heading towards Mike. Um, I'm so sorry. Like in the drama, I have forgotten the name of your not your penguin, your goose.
Stuart.
Not
There's,
Stuart.
No,
Stuart
mine?
is
Oh,
yes.
Bridget, Gladys,
Bridget.
and
Bridget.
Bridget.
Yeah, yeah,
Bridget, what are
yeah.
you doing in this moment?
I think she's been lock and loaded for a while, and I don't know if she can be any longer. So I think we're enacting plan A. I think we're just going back to the start, and I think she's gonna take flight and just start bombing, just going for it.
Damn. Okay. So we're gonna do a couple of rolls. Um Gladys, I'm gonna need you to roll heroism roll. Um Bridget, I'm gonna need you to roll chaos to see how much poop you can get out. And I'm going to say like you're flying directly for the cake.
yeah,
Um Lord Marigold, I'm gonna ask for a nimbleness roll from you.
excellent. Finally, something I'm good at. Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Bridget only got one success, but I would like to point out I got the success on the Stupat die, so like that feels kind of
Oh,
good.
nice.
that feels
Nice.
good.
That matters. That matters more.
It does, yeah, yeah.
I got a full a four, and a six.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, almost makes
And
up my completely zero rolls up until now.
And I got a 654.
Oh,
654. Okay. You okay, we'll start off with
Gladys does one thing.
We're starting off with the feathery wrecking ball. You take out a swath of penguins and also some humans who were not fast enough in getting
Fair
out of
enough.
the way. Um, and you reach Mike the Plug's steeds. He is riding on the penguins.
Oh.
Um, and you knock the penguins out from under him, and he falls to the ground. Whoa, whoa, boss! My ride! Um, Meanwhile, overhead, Bridget, you fly, and you have been saving up since you knew cake was on the table. You know your stomach is heavy.
Mhm.
It is time to lighten the load.
Two
You were
pounds,
born
baby.
for this.
2 pounds.
2 pounds. Where are you dropping your poop?
Okay, so is there any of the humans kind of moving back towards the cake, back towards the
You see
bandstand?
that there is one kind of older gentleman who is trying to make his way through the penguin horde to the cake, but he is struggling. There
Okay.
is I cannot stress enough how many penguins there are.
Okay. I think she's gonna do maybe a lap around the bandstand, right? Like a perimeter,
Mm,
just to cover their bases.
mhm.
And then from that perimeter head back towards the penguins that are like coming towards her. So we're gonna like
So
over the top of each other.
you're kind of carpet bombing the
Yeah, like
penguins.
up the way, right? So the penguins are coming in and she's shoo over the top.
You and your aim is perfect. The poop falls like strikes directly in the eyes of
Oh,
these penguins,
love it.
and some of them are like, "Meh!" I don't know what
Why
penguins
are
sound like.
they lambs?
No, weirdly, I looked it up. That's actually the sound deer make. So
Ah!
we're just one animal behind.
You see one poofs and becomes a deer and it leaps away.
Imposter.
uh, and the others like they start like rubbing their flippers on their eyes and they're disoriented and you can see the line is broken. um
Yes.
what did you get? You got successes on your rolls, didn't you, Lord Marigold?
I did, yes. 4, 4, and a 6.
You
Sorry,
pop
5, 4, and a 6.
you pop your squire on your back. He is no narrate of purpose right now. um and you fly in a perfect straight line in the openings created by your fellow gaggle of geese, and you have the perfect path directly to the cake. But I'm going to roll now. I don't know. This is an old man, so I'm only going to give him one die. He's
Watch
going to
closely, my young ward. See why they call me Bane of the Ground Folk. Have at you, old man.
I'm going to see if this man can leap out of the way of your path in time.
Take him down.
Get him, get him.
He's a spry old man. He got a 6. This man like turns around just in time and sees a massive goose with a gosling on its back is flying directly towards him, and he like the most beautiful forward roll that you've ever seen. You're like, damn, this man trained in parkour at one point in his life. He and honestly, he still got it. um,
You should see how many YouTube subscribers he has.
I know
Oh
it's
yeah.
crazy. He leaps, rolls, and comes up in front of the cake with his fists up, and you don't understand him, but he's going wah 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 cake wah 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 to the death.
Never have I seen one of the ground folk move with the grace and beauty of of a swan, nay, a goose. You will be my greatest foe ever.
Or as he hears,
And in a in this transcends the barrier of language between animals and man, but you hear with perfect understanding, to the death then.
To the death.
um
We
and
need the right to play Duel of the Fates, or is that's probably going to get us taken down?
yeah, that would probably get us flagged for sure. um I'm just check. Oh, I'm just seeing the time here. Do we want to leave it on this little cliffhanger and maybe take a quick little bio break, or are we good to go?
So you
I
let me know, how much longer do you think this is going to run? Like, are we going to run to 11, or is it like another 30 minutes?
I would say probably another. I think we could probably end it within 30 minutes.
I'm
How
okay
are
with
you guys
33
feeling?
then.
You okay to just, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah,
work away.
this
So,
is the duel of the fates. Like, I feels like it felt like either
yeah,
like a really good place to
Mhm.
stop,
pause or, yeah,
or yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
I
yeah,
had to do it, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry I broke the narrative role. This
That,
was
No, it's good.
this was actually Stuart leaning over like, my lord, are you sure you don't want a refreshment before you begin the duel?
Yeah, he's like. Well, I was going to say he's like a squire with different swords, but he's really a golf caddy. He's got like.
Yeah, yeah. I have some worms fresh from our pond. Maybe a reed.
I really, yeah.
Yes,
I inspect the different reeds and take one.
yes, perfect.
My lord, continue. I know fate will best out in this duel today.
They will sing of this battle betwixt us across all of the Phoenix Park, old man. Ready, your dukes?
Okay. So, I'm sorry, I can
Or
hear
you're hearing
myself
yourself
in
back.
yours. And um, okay. Gladys and Bridget, you see that the cake is within your grasp, but there is this old human um blocking the way, but it seems that Lord Marigold has it handled. Um, Gladys, Mike the Plug lays at your feet. You his uh his penguin steeds have been taken out. He seems defenseless. Um, and Bridget, you're still dropping your bombs from the sky.
oh yeah. As I fly over Mike and Gladys, I got my horn in my mouth and I just go, finish him.
Okay, you're staying in the air, providing air support.
Yeah.
Gladys, what are you doing in this moment?
Well, generally, Gladys does not take advice from Bridget because it's generally not good advice.
Mm.
However,
Once in a while.
Mike, I see we have a little bit of a turntable situation. And then I'm going to hiss at him.
All right, boss. I'm sorry. So, what do you want? What do you want? I just this like I'm
Um,
cool. I'm
I
gonna
want
make.
to rip out his flight feathers.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, he is going to try something real quick. Um. Oh, he's rolling two because he's taking the worst roll. As he's like cowering on the ground, he attempts to like go for your neck, like peck at your neck, Gladys, but he underestimates how far you are away, and you are able to like just move slightly, so he misses completely.
Well,
Um
he's so pathetic. I'm
and
going to let him go, but I'm going to
oh
knock him out first.
you how do you knock him out?
I'm going to just cuff him with the entire wing. It's a big wing.
It is a big wing, and this is like a little duck.
You're probably still a
You,
little bit like made of steel from before.
exactly. Your rock covered uh your rock covered wing smacks into the back of the head of this duck, and he passes out boneless to the ground. And as soon as he passes out, the penguins like stand still and then huddle together. um the spell that Mike the Plug seemed to have over them is broken, and they are just kind of waddling around now, minding their own business.
They can have some pastry. They helped.
Yeah, you just they go over to the pastry stand and they start
I love them.
Are
delicious.
the have the humans kind of scattered, or are they just kind of
The
reassembled
human the
themselves?
humans have there was a stampede of penguins and some weird ass geese. They are gone. The only one that remains is the old man, s- standing very protectively in front of his cake.
Is he under the bandstand now?
Sorry?
Is he under the bandstand now? Like, is he out of my
He
range?
is under the bandstand,
Okay.
standing in front of the cake. He is the last obstacle.
Uh, I know what I'm going. I know what I must do. Uh, High Lord Marigold lowers his wings from his battle stance and like kind of shoves Stuart the Ward to the side, and he says,
Young boy, today is the day you learn about true power and sacrifice and murder.
and I'm going to charge at the old man, and I'm going to use my ability, Lord of the Wings. You pick up an adversary and fly off into the sunset with it.
Bravo. Bravo,
Yes.
sir.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
There will
I
be no
love
cake for
that.
me this day, but there will be justice.
Um, even though it is only about midday, the sun starts to
I'll
set
fly in through the sunset.
as a goose picks up a fully grown old man and flies off into the Dublin smog, away from Phoenix Park and away from the cake. It stands before you, Gladys, you, Bridget, and also Stuart, I guess. Um, and
That's the title of his book that he writes after this, and also Stuart, I guess.
yeah, um, it is pristine. Some
Not for
big
long.
God damn it.
who gets it first?
Ooh, okay.
Do you want
Should
to
we
roll?
roll for it?
Do you want to
Yeah.
Yeah.
roll off?
What are we? Is this like nimbleness
This would be
or?
nimbleness for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Doo-doo-doo.
Okay. Can I use my time warp?
Oh,
So
Sure.
okay, so the time warp says on a failed roll you do a different maneuver. So
Mhm.
I'd say the first time around, she's gonna try to just like I think she's gonna try and like swoop down and like block Gladys and like
Okay.
distract her, like knock her off her feet. That fails, so I think she decides we're just gonna dive bomb directly into the middle of the cake. Not to knock it off the stand, but to like get inside of
Yeah,
it
to
herself.
get as much cake as humanly
Yeah.
possible as quickly as possible.
Yes. So I'm
Gotcha.
gonna
Can
roll
you
a
dive
second
in with
time.
your mouth open?
Oh, that
Oh,
yeah.
that I thought that was implied.
Actually, no, that horn is still there, but it's acting as a funnel, right? Like he's
Ah,
Oh,
funneling
yes,
the
yes,
cake
yes.
directly in. Okay. So my
perfect.
first roll was a fail. This is my second roll to funnel cake, which is also a fail. So, I just choke on some cake and die. It's fine.
Oh, damn.
It was a one. It was a one. It was a one both
Oh,
times, actually. So,
oh, oh my. Um, yeah. I'm going to I'm going to say you do successfully dive into the cake,
okay.
but you dive into the cake with such force
Hmm.
that your neck bends
Oh,
in an unnatural way,
oh
and you are not dead, but you have a bad crick in your neck, and you're like, oh. You pull your neck out, and like Gladys, you can see like the neck is like kinked in a weird way,
Oh
and
no.
and Bridget's horn, instead of being like directly in front, it's now to the side like this.
Oh,
But the beak is fine. It's the horn. It's like that's askew.
No cake for
Um,
me.
and that Bridget, what do you say in this moment as you've hurt yourself?
As I'm just like laying there, like neck half broken in the cake. I don't think she says anything, but I think she's kind of like she's just trying to
You
get some of that cake.
Yeah, you do get some cake. It's just not as much as you would like. It's
Oh,
it's
very
not
disappointing.
yeah, not enough yield for the high effort that was put in.
Yeah, I tried really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, you did, and it was great.
No,
Yeah.
as Gladys rolls up, she's just laying in the cake, going,
Gladys, there's now no
Gladys.
one and nothing between you and this beautiful cake. Do
Well,
you feed?
I really want to knock it over.
Do it.
I am going to knock over the cake, which will free Bridget. And I'm going to sit there eating cake, shoving cake in the funnel, and eating cake, shoving cake in the funnel.
oh my god, thank you so
As
much.
as the sun sets at midday and an old man flies into the sun with a with an old wartime goose. You, Gladys, knock over a cake and split it with your comrade in arms. A weird, a weird duck unconscious to one side, and a disturbing amount of dead penguins also there.
Yeah, that's probably my fault. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah. Who'd have thought
Oh my
running through them
god.
as a rocket max velocity would have killed them?
we pan out as we see you push this cake to the ground and start to feed. And that is where we
Oh.
will end this
Nice.
session.
Yay.
Hey.
What the fuck is wrong with Gladys?
Yay!
Gladys
Yeah,
is so unhinged.
Gladys is insane.
She just likes knocking
I love
things
her
over.
so much.
It was never about the cake. It was about the knocking over that was done along the way.
It's about the friends we force
Fair
fed
enough.
cake along the way.
I feel like
Oh,
the wrong one of us picked chaos as the dump stat here.
yeah, I
Yeah.
do feel like Gladys was the true chaos gremlin.
I am so glad to have gotten to play this. This was awesome.
Yeah, it was very fun. I
Yeah,
enjoyed that.
yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Dread.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I had so much fun running this. Once again, um, One Honk to Midnight, by Jack Dixon, published by, I know them, the Pocket Workshop. Um, it's available as a like a spiral, as a spiral book.
oh,
It's got
cute.
Oh,
really
that's
really
Oh,
cool.
cool
nice.
some really cool art in it as well. It comes with an adventure in it as well, a pre-written module if that is your thing. Um, and you saw us pick it up so easy. Like
Oh, yeah.
this is like one of the best TTRPGs out there simply because like you could decide to just play it one night and within 15
Yeah.
minutes everyone's set up ready to go and you can just if you're good at improvising you will love this game because you have to improvise their planning is not possible.
No, we
Yeah.
forgot Plan B.
You planning went out the window immediately.
Okay, that was wonderful. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Dread, and thank you
thank you.
to our the fundraiser. I was actually just about to get there, Zool. We are at 9:15, which
Amazing.
means
Ah,
we are €95 away from our goal for the week, which is a
let's
thousand for the
go.
Irish Cancer Society. So if you have a couple of spare pennies, we'd appreciate it. Tomorrow night we are running. We're running it under 85. You're right. Thank you. I don't know how to do math. We are running under the random DM's umbrella, but what we are actually running is while we were at AdventureCon, we got. See, I have one near me. One of the vendors was selling mystery characters.
Ooh.
So in these little boxes is a character sheet, and there's like 8 different ones. They have little numbers on the back, and 4 or 5 of us bought them, and they're all different numbers, and we are going to open them up on stream. We have not opened them yet. None of us have. And
Very
we're
cool.
going to jump straight in. So Dahi is GMing for us, and they are also going to randomly pick a system. They have 4 or 5 systems. They're going to roll a die. They're going to pick a random system. Whatever
Wow.
character they have pulled is going to be the big bad. We have no idea what their character is, but that's the big bad. And then the rest of us are playing with the characters, and we're all opening them on stream, and it's going to be entirely random and entirely chaos.
That
So
sounds
That
more
sounds
chaotic than what
delightful.
we
Yeah,
just did.
that's so cool. I like that.
it might be a little bit crazier than this, but yeah, no, it should be very good. So that's tomorrow night. I'm sure we can make another €85 in a night. We'd really appreciate anybody who can come along and donate and just watch. We're so happy to have you here just to watch and to join in on this stuff that we do, because that was crazy. That was such a good time.
That was so much fun. Thank you so much for letting me run it. This was so much fun,
Pleasure.
and you guys were
Oh,
the best
delightful.
players to run this game with. Thank you so much.
Okay, it was great fun.
Great fun, great time, and thanks to all the donors.
Very much. Yeah.
Thank
it's
you to
great.
all the donors. We really appreciate you, and you're giving to a really good cause. So thank you so much, and especially
Right,
to
we
the
will
troll.
wrap it there. Oh yeah.
We love our troll.
uh, that's true. That's true. We do. So we will wrap there for tonight. We'll let you guys go. It's actually a nice early night for once, which is lovely because I am pooped.
Yeah, sleep.
And sleep. Thank you so much. We'll see you again tomorrow. It'll be Dahi, myself, Louise, and Tendai, all from the 8 Dungeon, and then my lovely wife who's going to jump in and play as well. Who only ever appears on stream when I twist her arm and coerce her into charity stuff. So it'll be great.
That's going to be
For
awesome.
charity, you fully can't say
We-
no.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you.
Look
Thank
out for
you.
geese.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.